Welcome students. Today we are going to discuss the planning process and the different types of plans. Now after having done the importance of planning and features of planning and the limitation, now let's come to the process of planning. What are the different steps are there to be undertaken under the process of planning? The first step is setting objectives. The second, developing premises. Third, identifying alternative course of action. Fourth, evaluating alternative courses of action. And the fifth one is selecting the best alternative. The first and the foremost step that we are talking about is that setting objectives. When we define planning, we said it bridges the gap between where you are and where you want to be. So this objective, they define the final destination where you want to be. So the first step in the planning is that you have to clearly define the overall organizational objective that should be clearly stated. They should be understandable, they should be measurable, and they should be achievable. Most importantly, you have to set realistic objective for the organization. Why it is an most important step? Because as we said that planning provides direction. How? Because all the department in an organization, they are moving in one direction, that is towards the achievement of organizational goal. Now who's going to define organizational goal? We lay down the objectives or overall organizational goals under the process of planning. So this is being the first step of planning. For example, the goal can be or the objective can be achieve sales or expansion of business or anything. After the objectives has been set up, they are communicated clearly to the members of organization working at different levels, being that top level, middle level or supervisory level. So they are very clear that in which direction they have to go. Secondly, after you are clear where you want to be, second is developing planning premises. Now, what are planning premises? They are the anticipated conditions under which the plan is going to work. In this step, we make forecast about the future conditions. We make our own predictions. We make relevant assumptions under which our plan is going to work. So it requires a lot of research because prediction about the future are to be made in this step. And if we make a mistake here, that is about making an assumption, then all the other steps in the process of planning are going go in a waste. So this is also a very important stage of planning. A thorough environmental analysis is undertaken at this stage. The environment consists of internal environment as well as external environment. Internal environment consists of anything like cost of products, capital, machinery, profitability, and so on. And when we talk about external environment, that is change in technology, population growth, competition, government policies, and so on. Now, after you have set the objectives, you have developed your planning premises, then you have to identify alternative course of action. Every plan is going to have more than one course of action. How you are going to execute that plan? It is going to have more than one base in which that plan can be executed. So you have to identify your course of action that are available. For example, if you want to increase your sales, you have different options or alternative available. Like you can enhance or increase your advertisement expense, or you can appoint a salesman for door to door sales, or by offering discounts, or by adding more product lines, anything. Next step is evaluating the various course of action. That means you have to evaluate each and every course of action in terms of its negatives and positives. What are going to be the negative consequences if you are undertaking that course of action, and what are going to be the positive consequences? In-depth analysis of each and every course of action has to be made, and we should try and generate more and more number of alternatives. The more, the better. For example, in financial plan, risk and return trade-off are important. Riskier the investment, higher the returns it is likely to give. To evaluate such proposal, detailed calculation of earnings, taxes, earning per share, etc. should be done. After evaluating, you have to select an alternative which has the least number of negative consequences and most positive consequences. That alternative should be selected. Now this is where the decision making comes into the picture, wherein you have to identify all the alternative course of actions available. You have to evaluate each and every course of action in terms of positives and negatives. Now you have to decide that what is the course of action that you are going to undertake. Sometimes a combination of plan may be selected instead of one best course. So after having a discussion on planning process, let us discuss now types of plans. We are going to discuss the 6 different types of plans in this session. So number first is standing plan, second is strategic plan, third is tactical plan, fourth is operational plan, fifth is single use plan, sixth is contingency plan. Now let us discuss in detail. Standing plan. Standing plans are used over and over again because they focuses on organizational situations that occur repeatedly. They are usually made once and retain their value over a period of years while undergoing revisions and updates. That is why they are also called repeated use plans. For example, businessman plans to establish a new business. Entrepreneur drafts business plan before opening the doors to their business, and they can use their plan to guide their efforts for years into the future. Second is strategic plan. Now, in this strategic planning, the long range planning to set organizational goals, objectives, and policies to determine strategies, tactics, and programs for achieving them are made. Top management makes strategic plans. Middle management makes annual plans to implement the above strategic plans. For supervisors, the planning period is usually a week, day, or shift to deal with daily works. Third is tactical plan. Tactical planning is short range planning emphasizing the current operations of various part of organization. Short range is generally defined as period of time extending about 1 year or less in the future. Managers use tactical planning to outline what the various parts of organization must do for the organization to be successful at some point 1 year or less than into the future. Tactical plans are usually developed in the area of production, marketing, personnel, finance, and plant facilities. Next is operational plan. Now, this is also called a day to day plan and it is made by frontline supervisors. The primary concern in this plan is what is to be done and who is going to do it, and adjust various standing plans. This plan is made before the day begins and it establishes routine simplify planning, and whenever possible it reduce the risk by increasing the predictability. Next comes single use plan. A single use plan in a business refers to a plan developed for a one time project or a event that has one specific objective. It applies to activities that do not reoccur or repeat. It is specifically designed to achieve a particular goal. Such plan is developed to meet the needs of a unique situation. The length of a plan, single use plan, differs greatly depending on the project in question, as a single event plan may only last one day, while a single project may last 1 week or months. For example, an outline for an advertising campaign, after the campaign runs its course, the short term plan will lose its relevance except as a guide for creating future plans. Last is contingency plan. Contingency planning is developing responses in advance for various situations that might impact businesses. Although negative events probably come to mind first, a good contingency plan should also address positive events that might disrupt the operations, such as a very large order. For example, to achieve the same goal, we have heard the term Plan B before, and this, in its simplest way, it is contingency plan. So we conclude here our session today. Thank you.